If it's the Snow White tale you're looking for, discover the story that came before.
There was so much more to explore from the first film. There's just so many more layers to it.
Audiences will always love a classic, epic adventure.
I'd never been in a film that had so much magic.
The visual prestige of this film is unparalleled.
The Huntsman is an origin story, so it picks up before Snow White.
Freya and Ravenna are sisters.
You always let me win.
You are my weakness. We come from a family where all of the women are incredibly powerful.
Who is the fairest of them all?
You are my queen, but not for long. Your sister holds a baby who will grow to be more beautiful than you.
Freya has yet to discover her own power.
Your possibilities will be endless once the magic awakens.
We both know it won't look like you.
And a tragedy happens.
It unleashes this amazing power in her. Freya becomes the Ice Queen, setting up her own kingdom, building an army of powerful huntsmen.
You will train. You will become my huntsman.
Nice shot.
Ravenna unleashes destruction and devastation. She wants to conquer the world.
Freya ultimately wants to save her kingdom.
But Ravenna wants to control everything. Freya stands up for herself and says no more.
I thought I made you strong, but you're as pathetic as you ever were.
You see the sibling rivalry come back in full force.
You then see two of the most powerful beings in this universe go to war.
There can only be one queen.
This is my kingdom.
Did you say something, little sister?
Action!
I was really blown away by what the writers came up with for this film.
Everything is really, really special. You feel like you're in another world, in another time.
We see a whole lot more of that fantastical world. And we see the vast creatures. I didn't feel like I'd seen that look on screen before.
Cedric just lives, breathes, dreams beautiful imagery.
I remember the first time I stepped foot on the set, you're just sort of awestruck. It looks like a modern art exhibit.
Cedric's incredibly creative. He knew what he wanted, and the visual effects got better and more effective in the storytelling.
Stand back!
It was really inspiring for me to work with Colleen Atwood.
Colleen and the costumes. No, you're getting at something amazing.
It's exciting to create a new look for a fairy tale based in something you already have experienced, but just taking it to a totally different place and placing some of the characters that you feel like you know in a new world and evolving with them.
The imagination that she has creatively is absolutely stunning. Looking at the effects of ice and metal and silver and how she's interwoven all of these different materials to create a look that doesn't really look like anything else you've seen.
With Ravenna, it was about the operatic scale, and Charlize just said, let's just bring it.
I made you what you are.
There's just something about the clothes that she makes. When you put them on, it just changes everything.
What for me was the most interesting part about the movie was that it was female-driven.
When I first read the script, I just thought, what an amazing movie for women.
You know much, Ravenna, but you do not know all. I'm afraid I do.
Power for Ravenna is and will be everything forever and ever. And for her, it's the air that she breathes.
And you thought this was just a game.
There's an element of fun playing somebody who is so outrageous in every aspect in their choices.
You will beg for mercy. And then I'll tear her heart out.
It is extraordinary to see this epic battle between these two really powerful sisters.
You are bound to me.
Freya's power actually comes from a more kind of grounded, earthy place, and there's something stronger in that she's bringing ice up from something that she touches.
It was nice to go back and explore the Huntsman's backstory in much greater detail.
You forget to walk in shadow.
Sarah is a fellow huntswoman in Freya's army.
She is the love of his life.
I'll give you my life and my death. Stand or fall, I'll never leave your side, I swear it to you.
What's wonderful about playing this character, she's definitely not the damsel in distress.
Action! Jessica, she wanted to kick ass.
I need to get in character.
Come on, give it to me. That's it? That's all you got?
She threw herself into the training and the stunt work. She really captured it so brilliantly.
I'd been a dancer when I was younger, and it was so much fun to do. Working with Chris was so wonderful.
You know the hero of every story you tell.
Well, that's because I'm very brave.
First time I saw Chris, I said, oh, he's a movie star.
Chris really knows how to capture that sort of action, hero, romantic lead. When I see him do the fight scenes, it comes so effortlessly to him.
It's always one of the most exciting things for me to be doing on set.
What are you two still doing here?
We're your partners.
No, you're not.
We had all the dwarves that were in the first movie that were really funny, and we said, oh, let's discovering a little bit more about them and keep the spirit alive.
Hey, Nian, who am I? Oh, I'm talking to the dirt. I hear it speak to me.
Nick Frost and Rob Brydon were fantastic.
I'm his brother.
Hey, half-brother.
Same mum.
We're lucky we had, you know, stand-up comedians entertaining us all day long.
Have you ever seen a female dwarf?
No, I can't say I have.
Horrifying. Repulsive things. Ugly as a devil's bollocks, all knuckles and hair.
I just was really thrilled to come back and to hook up with Rob and Chris. I'm a firm believer that something mega serious doesn't necessarily have to be sans laughs.
It's lunchtime now.
Still gonna have our lunch in a minute.
I was surprised at all the opportunities for humour from the dwarves. It'll take more than that to catch the likes of...
Catch of the day, catch of the day.
God, no.
There is a new thing in this movie, which is the female dwarf.
Traditionally, the relationship between male and female dwarves is one of hostility and mutual contempt. Shut your mouth, you monkey slag.
Shut yours, you grotty wanker. Yeah, the she-dwarves and the he-dwarves immediately are at each other's throats. But there's a little four. We've had a really good time.
Happy.
Bob, how you doing? Are you okay?
Good.
You able to concentrate?
I'm waiting for a degree of professionalism.
Not arriving anytime soon.
I think I laughed more on this movie than any other film I'd been on.
It was a lively, happy environment for everyone to work in.
I felt like a brother to these three women.
I just choked on my own tongue.
But there was a fair amount of, I felt, you know, bullying and poking at me.
I'll be right back.
Glad to know that the whole action star is real.
Beyond these walls is my kingdom.
This film brings a story that you really can lose yourself in.
So what are you gonna do? Track all the way to the frozen north? Face down an evil sorceress and their entire army?
Aye, pretty much.
I'm headed straight for the castle.
The film managed to capture the balance between fantasy and high-octane emotion.
The game's not finished. Prepare the huntsman for war.
Having every character be so rich was wonderful.
Don't you miss?
I never miss.
There's certainly action. There's a strong love story in there as well.
Because of the world, the sky is the limit. You can really do anything.
It's quite a ride.
Are you ready, huntsman?
Aye.
I'm stronger than all of you.
Shall we find out? I'm headed straight for the castle.